chat. I've met Dracula today. Hello. Right. Give me a moment. As always, I'm just making sure I've got everything prepped. And then we'll get started. Good to see so many names already. Lovely, lovely. Right, okay. I think we're good. I thought I was going to be late tonight, so I set everything up before I went. And it turns out that we're back early. So that's always nice. Right, oh, I don't like this song. Let's skip this song, and then we will go and get ourselves started. Let's kick it off. I've got no idea what this song is, to be honest. Well, hello. Good afternoon. Hello, hello. Robert, first one in today. Then Roberticus, Steadfast, hello. Jeff's here. New Spawns, hello. Miku, Lucky Shot, JBS, Riley is here. Rev's here. Hello, friends. We all right? How we doing, folks? Happy Thursday. We got a surprise new scenery to check out today. I was actually going to be flying to Dubrovnik today anyway. But I was going to go out of, well, I was looking at like somewhere out of like Berlin or something. But we've got some new scenery out of absolutely nowhere. So here it is. That shirt. How can you say anything about this shirt after Tuesday's result? Can't comment on that at all. How you doing? Good to see you, everybody. Welcome in. Brad's in on the TikTok. Good to see you. Hello. First one in over there. Ting May's here as well. We've got Yalk Naden with a follow on the TikTok. First alert of the day. Thank you. How's everybody's day been? We all enjoying the nice weather? It's lovely. It is gorgeous. The sun is out. So as always, what better way to celebrate than sitting inside and playing Flight Sim, right? Brad as well. Thanks so much for the follow. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I hope you've all had a good day so far. We're back at it again. Yeah, live actually a little bit earlier today. I had to have a blood test. So I've met Dracula today. And I had to have a blood test. Don't worry, I don't think it's anything nefarious, but they're just checking some stuff. And so I ate food early before I went and everything, and got set up for the stream just before I left, thinking that I would be there for ages. But well, I think I got home almost when my appointment was supposed to start. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just making sure the microchips are healthy. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it was. Fighter Jet's the first one in on the YouTube. Hello, long time no. I was for many years away from Civil Sim, looking to come back. Yeah, that's what I'm like with DCS and Fighter Sims. That's exactly like me, but in the reverse. You're not going to go blue, are you? Taking too much. Taking too much? Taking too much? Your keyboard. Oh, hi, Jeff. Seems to be working all right. Aaron, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in, friends. Yes, good to see you all. Hope we're all well and having a good Thursday. Back in the Phoenix today. And we've got some new scenery to showcase, which is very nice indeed. Aerosoft, with a complete surprise. I don't think they even announced that they were doing this scenery. It's just arrived. I just got a ping in the Aerosoft Media Partner Discord server earlier on to say, hello, surprise, we've done Dusseldorf scenery. It's available now. So I was like, oh, well, that's quite nice. So a big thanks to Aerosoft for suddenly releasing this scenery and sending across a key straight away. So I thought we'd check it out today. Good evening, Sieska. Hello, how you doing? Aaron, hello, hello. Miranda's in as well. Good to see you. What about that Arsenal game? I'm so glad, in the greatest of respects, I'm so glad I finished the live stream when I did. Because I got to watch the end of the first half and then kind of just decompress during half time, and then obviously all the chaos of the third half. I mean, I think that will probably go down as one of, if not my favourite half of football I've ever watched Arsenal play. At least on the TV. Bend it like rice? No, it's bend it like Dex. Not bend it like Bex anymore. It's bend it like Dex. But yeah, unbelievable. Dusseldorf Airport is not talk about a lot as most think. What do you mean, Aaron? I don't get that one. Chewy is an Arsenal fan. Yeah. I knew I liked him for a good reason for almost 10 years. Only the best people are Arsenal fans. What can I say? Second half. It's third half, second half. What did I say? I said second half, didn't I? Real Madrid are shocking this season. I mean, they've still got through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League, and they could. We're at the Bernabeu, so I'm still nervous for next week. Weirdly enough, but hey, if you could have said to me, would you go to the Bernabeu with a 3-goal advantage? Of course, I think any Arsenal fan or any team would bite your hand off for that one. So yes. But yes, hello all, happy Thursday. We are back in the Eurowings A320 today with the Phoenix. Lots of injuries too. Have you seen our injury list? I think ours is worse. We don't even have a striker. Although Marino's been doing very well. First alert on the Twitch today. Christopher, thanks so much indeed for the follow over on the Twitch. Thank you, that's very kind of you. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Good evening, Craig. Hello, hello. What is your advice? Should I start learning on the A320 first? Yeah, I would say the A320 is a great starting point. Definitely, definitely. So here's our flight for today. This is what we're going to be operating on the stream this afternoon. We are operating Eurowings flight 9952. The call sign is normally 52 Bravo November. I tried to log on and somebody's already got it. I don't know if they're actually doing the flight already. But yeah, so I had to change all my overlays and redo the flight plan and stuff. I logged onto VATSIM and it was taken. So I've quickly redone all of that. So we're just going to use 9952, which is the flight number for our call sign today. But yeah, we're operating Dusseldorf with the new Aerosoft scenery down to one of my favorites, the EDDL Dubrovnik, which we've not flown to for a little while. But yeah, Dubrovnik's always good fun, and I think it's a runway 29 approach today as well, which is always good fun. Oh, is it you? Oh, no. Okay, no, Roberta, because if it's you, I don't mind if somebody's got the call sign. I didn't check beforehand, so I tried to log on to VATSIM and saw that somebody had got the call sign, so then just had to quickly change it and change the overlay and stuff so I could get streaming. That's all, mate. I'm not worried if I don't have the call sign at all. I do not care. As long as I've got a call sign. Yeah, so that's going to be our flight that we're going to operate today, with hopefully a fun approach into runway 29 at Dubrovnik, which is the fun one, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one with the nice turn over the terrain. We'll double check. But yeah, we're going to have a look around the Aerosoft scenery first, I think, to kick things off before we get ourselves set up for the flight and get ourselves airborne. So yeah. Eurowings Discover. I don't think I've ever flown with those. Scotty, hello, how you doing? Big hugs to 6. Oh, thank you, Scotty. That's kind of you, mate. That's really kind. Thank you, buddy. Lilo's here. Hello. Have I missed any hellos? I don't think I have. If I have missed a hello, please say hello to me. If not, we'll go and get ourselves started, I think. Go and kick things off in style. But yeah, I'm excited to do a nice longer flight in the Phoenix today. I mean, I was in the mood for it. I was in the mood for a Phoenix A320 flight today. And as I say, I wanted to go down to Dubrovnik. That was my original plan. And then when we got this ping about the new Dusseldorf scenery, well, it was perfect. Oh, we're not in Sharklets. No, we're not in Sharklets. I just got back from Croatia. The turbulence was hot. Oh, really? It's that time of year. Is it all thermally and stuff there? Yeah. This route starts on the 13th of April, doesn't it? I've got no idea. It showed it on Flight Radar and I found the flight. I've got no idea. It is a real-world flight that they have and will operate, even if it's not exactly at this exact moment in time. So, yes. But it is a real-world flight that they do. You can see the flight number there. When was the last one, then? Okay, right. Oh, right. Yeah, so the last one was in October, and it kicks off again on the 13th. I mean, for goodness sake, it's the 10th. We're 3 days early. I think we can be forgiven for that. Realism! All right, okay. Realism ruined. We'll just see it. Let's get into it. Let's get going. Let's get into it. Right. We'll turn this down. Get the music off. Terrible. Awful. Cancelled. Cancel the stream. Right. It is loud here. It is loud here. Cool. So I don't know why I've loaded us into walk around mode. I don't know. There's just something about like being around the Phoenix A320 in walk around mode. It just looks nice. Let's go into the cinematic mode though, and we will go and take a look. The only thing that I've got right now is that I've got this. I've never had this before. I don't know why, but I've got like these square tiles. I'm not too sure what that's about. I've never seen it before. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. Welcome down to the brand new surprise out of nowhere. As far as I know, they didn't announce this scenery in advance. New Dusseldorf scenery for MSFS, and I think it's specifically been designed for MSFS 2024, which is really exciting. So previously, I think it was MK Studio scenery that we used for here, but we have had a payware scenery for Dusseldorf in the past. But yeah, this is another Joe Erland scenery from the Aerosoft team in collaboration with a few others, I believe. But it looks pretty good. I loaded into it earlier just to get a screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail and to make sure the scenery loaded and everything. And I didn't have too much of a chance to go around. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks really nice. We've got all sorts of details. We've got ground clutter area, custom ground markings. You can see we've got vehicles moving around all over the place. I don't think... Oh, yeah, Just Sim, yeah. I don't think it comes with a GSX profile. I've only just thought of that now. Yeah, I don't think it comes with a GSX profile. We've got all sorts of car parks and things going on over here that are custom. We've got the ATC tower. I love the landside detail that we've got over here. I think that's really nice. Yeah, the tower looks pretty cool. There's nothing in the tower. But this all looks really well modelled and textured, doesn't it? Look, lovely little detailings that we've got here. Kiss and fly. 7 minutes free. You know me, I like, even though we don't normally see these things, I do like it when we get these details. It does make a difference. Looks like we've got some level of detail in the interior as well. Nothing too crazy, but bits and bobs. Just a little bit of interior detailing. And you can see some others who are parked around. Yeah, I don't know if... Let me just turn that down. I don't know if there is a GSX profile. That's the only thing that I think is missing. But we've got interior down here as well. The interior doesn't look to be too crazy complex, which is fine by me. But it's there, and it's nice just to have it there. It does make a big difference when there's just some sort of an interior and not like a 2D image. But yeah, I mean, like, I think it looks pretty good. Ground textures and stuff. You can see all the detailing here. I love all the different vehicles driving around. That certainly adds to the immersion. Looks like we've got some custom stuff modelled over here to the north. Hotels and stuff. Yeah, performance seems fine as well. No complaints there. The only complaint that I've got is this weird thing. CGL bug, it's logged on the dev forums, but they said not likely, not fixed, not likely for SU2. Might have to wait until SU3. Okay, cool. I've never seen it before, weirdly enough. But it's bug logged. Okay, cool. So it's not to do with the scenery, it's a sim bug. Cool, got it. And yeah, look, we've got all of this stuff here that's modelled. So there's quite a lot of detail around the place. We've got a little private jet area over here. You can see we've got all the ground markings for the remote apron and stuff. Some little ground service stuff here as well. Yeah, I'm actually really impressed. We're going to take a quick look at the runways as well, but I'm pretty impressed. How did you like the EDDL? Oh, I don't even remember it, if I'm honest with you, Jeff. How was badminton? Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It's crazy that this week is already Thursday. The weeks are flying by at the moment. Yeah. Abdallah Adley says MK Studios will be better. Do you reckon? I mean, I think this is pretty darn good. I'm quite happy with this. I've not got any complaints from what I can see. We're going to have a look quickly down the other end of the apron, but so far looks pretty nice. Was that train floating? Oh, I missed it. GSX profile will be in the next update, they said, so it should be a few days. Okay, cool, that's fine. I have got like the old Just Sim GSX profile in, so as long as that somewhat, to be honest with you, we're on a remote apron with not much traffic around, so as long as we push back onto some sort of a line, that'll be fine. Thank you, Edward. That's really good to know, though. So there will be a GSX profile. It's just not here on release day. But considering this is just a surprise scenery out of nowhere, I've got to say, yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. I think it looks nice. Hey, it's our first sub of the day, and it is a super long sub. Henrik with 98 months. Hello there. Thank you so much. Cheers, 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 cheers. Welcome back for the 98 months, Henrik. That is really kind of you. And as I say, that is the first sub of the day. So thank you, buddy. 2 months away from triple blooming figures. 98 months is wild. It's crazy, isn't it? It is absolutely crazy. Thank you, mate. Yeah, Aerosoft have released 2 new German airports in 1 week. I have got Dortmund as well, so we will do Dortmund at some point. I've not actually checked to kind of see what routes there are in and around Dortmund. I imagine CRJ stuff, maybe? So that's a potential one. Oh, look, we've even got stuff over here. There's, like, tunnels underneath the runways. So there's a lot in here. There is a lot in here. It looks like they're really making use of the 2024 SDK stuff. I feel like that's a thing. So, okay, that's actually quite a good idea. The effect of, like, you can't actually go under the bridge, but from this view, it looks like the bridge is, like, fully underneath there. But, yeah. No, apart from the weird thing, which is a bug with the sim, not with the scenery, with the grass going a bit weird, I think it looks great. I love that we've got, you know, all the stuff going on here. The grass, you can see all the details of what looks like tire tracks and stuff. Farmers in the fields mowing the grass. That was a terrible Somerset accent. We're in 2024, Nathan, asking on the TikTok. We are in 2024. Right, let's head back over. Look at it. It's a gorgeous day in Dusseldorf as well, as it is in the UK right now. What's the weather like where you folks all are? Is spring finally arrived for you? It is just gorgeous. I staged the start of the weekly dev update for the MSFS weekly dev blog earlier on today, and my screenshot theme, my screenshot challenge theme for next week is all about spring, because it is just beautiful weather, and Dusseldorf looks to have got it as well. Right, aircraft. We are in Delta Alpha Bravo Zulu Echo Phoenix A320 CFM with non-sharklet, as you can see today. So pretty standard. Saw a satellite photo of the UK and there were no clouds anyway. Yeah, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. And the Masters Golf is on all week as well, so what more could you want? I'm very much hoping me and Becca don't have any plans this weekend so I can just mong out and watch the golf. Right, I think I'm going to start with GSX and stuff first because I want to get that going because we're on a remote stand, so it'll take a little bit. Right. We're not flying real time today, so let's change this. So it's 13:40 Zulu, so let's go 14:05, 25 minutes from now. 23 minutes, that should do. Good. So that's there. Mass and balance today. So we are expecting 130 passengers, 7.2 tons of fuel. Is that correct as per the flight plan? Oh, I can check on here, can't I? Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, it looks to be right. Yeah, good. So we'll just get that loaded in straight away. So mass and balance, load aircraft, and we'll do boarding and refueling. Why not? Hey, why not? The EA beautiful here in Nashville. Very nice. We've got temperatures in the 70s. What is 70s in normal figures, as in Celsius? I don't understand Fahrenheit. I only know that we hit triple figures when I was in Vegas. Yeah, I struggle. Can't wait to do the Phoenix with their A321 Neo Ops. Oh, do they do? Ooh, that'll be a nice one. Right, so it looks like we've got some sort of GSX thing. Dusseldorf Airport. Okay, good. Well, that's a good start, I guess. Yeah, so we're using the GSX profile for what would be the Just Sim one. 21 degrees centigrade. Oh, very nice. It's only about 15 or so here, but it's lovely. So I had a blood test today. I had a blood test today, chat, and one of the things they're checking for with my blood test is celiac disease, which is what Becca's got. I don't think it is, but can you imagine if by complete and utter, like, no genetic connection between us, both Becca and I are celiacs? That would be so weird. I'm very much hoping it isn't that, but yeah. Right, okay, let's have a look at the flight plan then, shall we? Let's have a look. Still catching up here in Canada, all right. 19 for me on the coast outside Newcastle. It's just lovely, isn't it? It's perfect. Gav, hello, good evening, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Right, so we're Eurowings flight 9952 today on the 10th of April. How is it already the 10th of April? That's disgusting. Although, again, bring me spring. I love it. Dusseldorf to Dubrovnik today. Zero fuel weight, we're expecting about 56.4, just shy of. Takeoff weight is 63.4, landing weight is 58.8. We've got 330 there, but then 370 later. We'll go straight up to 370 as long as the aircraft's happy with that. Flight time, we're expecting 1 hour 58 minutes today. That is with a ridiculous start into Dubrovnik, though, so I don't imagine it will be that long. About an hour and 50 minutes. So hopefully just under 4.6 tons of fuel. We're taking 7.3 today. We're departing out 23 left on a Doden departure, and then expecting 29 into Dubrovnik, although we'll double check that later. Split is our alternate today. And yeah, 130 passengers on board with 2 tons of cargo. So that is us for this flight. Is this disease dangerous? So celiac disease is where your stomach cannot... oh God, how do I describe it? It doesn't tolerate gluten. Now, you might have heard of, like, you know, like where some people are like, oh, they just get like a tummy ache or something if they eat gluten. Disease is where it actually can damage your stomach. And my girlfriend has it. Luckily, she's fine now and she's on a gluten-free diet. So, you know, we have to have gluten-free bread and pasta and things like that. But, you know, she doesn't have any symptoms from it anymore. So it's not a gluten intolerance. It's an actual disease. There are 2 different things. And so just part of the blood test that I had done today is just to double check that it's not that. But it's just a comment because I did think it was interesting that that's what they're just, you know, looking for. They're also, you know, looking at a couple of other things. But it would be quite interesting if completely randomly both Becca and I, with no genetic connection, both had celiac disease. I'm very much hoping that's not the case. But yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what they say it is. I've basically, I get quite, you guys might have heard of it, acid reflux. So it's a bit like indigestion. I get it like basically all the time. And so they just want to take a blood test, double check to see what it is. What they think it is basically something that will get fixed with just a course of antibiotics and some anti-acid stuff. And then it should be all good. But they need to check for like stomach ulcers and those kind of things as well. So yeah. There you are, a little history of my medical life over recent days. But I'm not too worried about it. Right, okay, good. So, we're going to get some weather and everything. Am I correct in thinking that even a really small amount of gluten can cause problems? Yeah, so it depends on the individual. But essentially when, obviously, because you know, like you have gluten virtually in a lot of things. And so if you don't know that you've got a gluten intolerance or that you've got celiac disease, you will just kind of live your life eating gluten, you know, and you might have symptoms from it. Becca definitely did, and that's how we were able to get her diagnosed with it. And so your body kind of fights it off, so you'll feel the symptoms, but not too much. However, then when you stop eating gluten, and now that Becca is on a gluten-free diet, and she has been for a few years, if she has the tiniest amount of gluten, the symptoms are really bad. Just because now her body is used to not getting attacked by gluten all the time, I guess. So yeah. My second throttle is not at idle. Oh dear, whatever will I do? I'm sure I will live. There we go. Right. So here's the weather. This was issued at 16:20 Zulu. So that was a while ago, actually. Are we on live weather? Let me just double check. Yeah, we are on live weather. I guess that was... Oh, no, that was only half an hour ago. The wind's 310 degrees at 7 knots. Variable from 270 to 360 degrees. Temperature 14. QNH is high at 1026 today. Hey, Fanatic, thank you for 41 months. Cheers, mate. 2 seconds. It's warm in the studio today, so I'm just going to open the door up, let a bit of cool air through. Thank you, mate. Second sub of the day, and it's a 41-month sub. I love you long time. Thank you, my friend. I hope you are doing well and having a good Thursday. Right, okay. Oh, is Spain really good with it, Rick? Because me and Becca are, like, you know, one of the things that is important for me and Becca now when we go on holiday is finding places that are good with this. America, we just about got by. Like, Vegas was difficult, but we just about got by. And we were supposed to be going to Tokyo, Japan, next week. And it was going to be really difficult. So, yeah. Okay, so QNH 1026. Let's go and get the flight plan in. Yeah. Right. Here we go. And we are EWG 9952. Cost index, I always forget it. I think on the flight plan I put 15. I don't know what they actually use. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the chat. Flight level 370 is what we want. Yeah, me and Becca were going to be going to Tokyo for flight, not for Flight Sim Expo. God, could you imagine? For Star Wars celebration. However, the ticket prices for the flights and everything like that were just crazy expensive. Right, so we weren't able to go in the end. 56.3 for the zero fuel weight, and the CG is 30.3. These are just the preliminary figures, of course. So they may all change. Right, I think fueling is complete. Yes, it is. We've got the trucks arriving here, so we're good with the fuel. So we'll put 7.3 tons of fuel in. We are just shy of it, but it's close enough. Cost index is 11. Incarnate says it's 69. Okay, all right. If you say so. Right, we'll go 11. We'll go and do a wind request as well. And get things loaded in. But that's good to know. Spain has a law. A restaurant has to be able to show all gluten-free options before ordering in without asking. Wow. Okay, Rick. That is, honestly, mate, that is huge. Because I've always wanted to visit Spain. I would love to visit there. And to know that they've got like a law in place for something like that, that is like... Yeah, that's really good to know. Got this URL from searching. Oh, mate, thank you so much. That's the kind of stuff that is brilliant to know. Okay, great. Well, I will have a look at that. Even though me and Becca probably aren't going to be able to go away anywhere internationally this year, that's really good to know, potentially for next year. Oh, yes, Incarnate. You know it. The Bahamas don't know what celiac is, at least where I go in the Bahamas. Nassau might have some places that might have gluten-free options. Yeah. I mean, normally you can, you know, like you can just find something, but you would be surprised the amount of stuff that gluten's in. Like even Becca can't even have like, you say like, oh, well, she could just have a bowl of chips. Yeah, but have those chips been fried in a fryer that's also had things with like breadcrumbs in? Soy sauce, a lot of sausages and things have gluten in and stuff. It is absolutely everywhere. So we have to be really careful with it. But in all honesty, it's in some degree it's actually a blessing in disguise, because of the fact that we actually find really good places to go and eat now. Ah, Creative, hello! Cheers, mate. Thank you for 28. Absolutely top bins. What a phenomenal night, mate. It was unreal, wasn't it? Unreal. Thank you. Hello. Thank you very much indeed for the 28 months, my friend. Well, and welcome back. That's 2 years and 4 months. Cheers. Cam, hello, hello. Do some salads have gluten as well? Yeah. So, like, if they've got, like, you know, like the breadcrumb, like, croutons in, or you need to check, like, the dressing that they're using. If it's, like, a Caesar dressing, you know, something like that, you need to just double check it. So, yeah. Are you a theme park enjoyer with Becca? Becca loves theme parks. I cannot do roller coasters. Yeah, I just cannot do them. Yeah. Yeah, I am not good with roller coasters. Right, okay, Dusseldorf. Let's have a look at the charts then. So AGC, APC, and then RNAV. Departures 2, 3 left is what we want, right? That is not it. Is that it? Oh, southeast. Is that maybe what we're looking for? Yeah, this will be it, won't it? Let's just change this so that we can actually read it properly. Right, so we're departing out via Doden today on the 1 Tango departure. So it's straight out, as you can see, to 3,000 feet, then a left-hand turn, followed by another left-hand turn. We've got a couple of restrictions, but they're all right, all at or aboves, from what I can see. And then a right-hand turn towards Doden today. The initial climb, I don't actually know, but the transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Is it in Misk? Sid PT. Initial climb 5,000. Perfect. There it is. Yeah, they have to be fried in a separate fryer. That's usually what's done at places that are really good with it. Right. I need to put the seatbelt signs on. Okay, so we actually should have our final load sheet now. So let's go and put that in, and then we'll get some takeoff performance. So it's 56.4. And it is 30.3. So we just need to change that figure on the left. Cool. We'll accept our final load sheet then. And then we'll go and get some takeoff performance. I'm anti-faffing it today. We could put in, like, you know, range rings for engine out and secondary flight plans and all of that, but there. Right, 2-3 left dry. Flap config optimal, packs on, anti-ice off. Let's go and do an intersection today. Where do we want to go from? So we are going to look for Lima 3. I'd love even Lima 4 if I could. But we'll go Lima 3. So Lima 3, let's sync that. Make sure that's all selected. 6 flags. I don't know what that is, mate. So we've got a flat 1, flex of 62, 3-1, 3-1, and 3-4. Anti-faff. How light are we relatively? I mean, we could probably get away with a Lima 4 today. I don't know how far away Lima 4 is to the thing, though. We'd have to go and have a look in here somewhere, wouldn't we? Is it in here? I don't know in the Lido charts where it is. I could find it on Jefferson. Yeah. Oh, a US amusement park. Ah, okay, cool. Right, I am going to go and get the APU started. I'll move back home now, but got your final work in next week, so I'm stressed. Wonder how long... Oh, that's crazy, Cam, though, mate. That's crazy, isn't it? It's got crazy roller coasters. Yeah, Becca would definitely enjoy that. She would definitely enjoy that. Okie dokie. Alright, chat. Just making sure I've got things set up over there. That was for Joe. Oh, my bad. My bad. Right, so APU's coming online. In terms of what we're going to do for the taxi and everything... Let's have a look at that. So whereabouts are we right now? So that's going to be Lima 4 there, isn't it? Well, I reckon we probably push back with nose to the right. We go straight down the apron and then just cut across there for Lima 3. Whether that's approved or not, I don't know. But there's no ATC, so... Don't tell anybody. Yeah, we're on Victor 2-6. So we could either push back nose left and go Lima 5 and then out on Mike, or we could just go across here. I guess we could exit Lima 4 and then go Mike there, couldn't we? Good. Right, anti-faff. So APU's available. APU bleed can go on. We'll go and put the fuel pumps on with a power changeover now as we disconnect the external power. And then we're ready to go. Go and get the transponder on. I'll turn up the sound of ATSIM. And we'll get this show on the road, everybody. I saw this article earlier on Twitter chat. Unsecured penguin caused helicopter crash in South Africa. Shortly after takeoff, the box containing the penguin knocked the controls, causing the pilot to lose control of the aircraft. No one on board, including the penguin, was hurt. An unsecured penguin in a cardboard box was the cause of a helicopter crash in South Africa, a report into the incident has found. The penguin, which had been placed in the box and on the lap of a passenger, slid off and knocked the pilot controls just after takeoff from Bird Island off the Eastern Cape on 19th of January. No one was hurt, though. That must have been an must be, I mean, like, as far as writing reports about aircraft crashes go, which I'm sure none of them are nice, that's probably one of the nicer ones. Nobody hurt, including the penguin. So, yes. Yeah, what did the insurance company say on that one? Yeah, yeah. There you are. I'm sure the penguin had a right. Good laugh. Oh dear. Right, is GSX come up telling us about direction? Darfon, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, we'll go nose right, tail left. Dusseldorf traffic, Eurowings 9952, Victor 26, push and start, nose to the right. Dusseldorf. Okay, let's go. Let's get Thursday's flight underway. Looks like we got, I think that's Roberticus there, so he's just pushing back. Planning on going Germany next year for the opening of Back to the Future. Hey, nice. There was a chance I was going to be going to Cologne this year, but it's not going to be happening, I don't think. Right. So I don't think I'm traveling anywhere internationally this year, which is like really depressing, but oh well. Okay, so let's start the clock then on the hour. Very nice. And I'll start number 1. Hang on, lads. I'm meant to be a flightless bird. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, they just put a penguin in a cardboard box on somebody's lap in the helicopter. Deary me. I think you should do Spain this year. Nah, it's unfortunately out of the question, Jeff. It's unfortunately out of the question at the moment. Yeah, I really like this scenery, chat. I think Aerosoft have done a good job with it. I have to say, I don't know what their Dortmund scenery is like yet. We'll check that out soon, but I've not really got any complaints about this Dusseldorf scenery. It's a nice addition. I think the Just Sim one was pretty outdated. A lot of the Just Sim scenery in the sim, I'm not really overly keen on. So if we've got like a really nice rendition of this airport now, then that's great. Right, okay, Avail on number 1, starting number 2. Go to Australia in September for the opening there, yeah. Oh, he's doing it over there as well. God, he's going to be sick of that role, isn't he? I guess not. I wonder what MK Studios will do now. They're going for FS 2020 customers mainly. Yeah, I don't know. Do we know if MK Studios were like soon to release this scenery, or was it a way away? It is always a shame, like when that happens, when like 2 scenery developers are like doing the same airport at once, because it just kind of feels a little bit wasted that like they've not done, you know, another one that they would have, I guess, like somewhat market exclusivity over. But there's so many airports that have already been done now that it's quite difficult to do that, I feel. Soonish. Kenworth, hello, mate. Can't let the go part. Oh, that's great, though. Hey, it's another sub. It's Alex for 62 months. Hey, thank you, mate. 4th sub of the day. Thank you very much, Alex. That's really kind of you, dude. I appreciate that a lot. Spring release. All right, well then, so it should be soon. Alex, cheers, mate. 62 months. Good to see you, bud. Hope you are well. Okay, 2 good engine starts. So APU bleed off. And the master switch.
Dusseldorf traffic, Ewing's 5-2 Bravo November.
That can go to auto. That can go there. Stick that there.
Lima 3 for one way, 2-3 left.
That can go to norm. Flaps can go to 1. Trim needs to stay at 0, which is where it's at. Order brake can go to max on there. Go. Dusseldorf traffic, Eurowings 9 and 952, following the company traffic for Lima 3, holding point 23 left. Cool. Right, we'll just follow Roberticus ahead of us. Lead the way, Squire. Lead the way. So parking brake release. Clear on the left and the right. Let's go. At least this pushes MK to do a really good job. The bar is high now. Yeah, definitely. The bar is high. Was it Joe Erland who did the Frankfurt scenery? Because he did this scenery. I think it was with a few others as well, but I saw on the Discord thing. that he was there. Oh, hello, Becca, darling. How are you? Becca, apparently, Spain is the place to go for holidays if you're a celiac. We were discussing about my blood test quickly and the fact that they're looking for it. And I said, apparently it's the place to go. Oh, hello, Golly. This looks pleasing. Yeah, new scenery. New Dusseldorf. Much better than the Just Sim one. You've all got tomorrow off work. Well, aren't you lucky sods? I don't. A day off erecting your... Pardon? I don't know whether that's a euphemism or not. James, hello! Thank you very much for the 8 months, James. Cheers, mate. Well, Harry Kane would be getting further than he ever did at Tottenham into a final, I guess, wouldn't he? I don't know. Did Tottenham ever get to a final with Harry Kane in the squad? They certainly never won a trophy with him. Thank you, mate. Zard on YouTube says, I've got school tomorrow, but then it's the holidays for us here in Germany. Nice. Yeah, we've had the spring break here for a week already, and then it's next week as well. Addicted tadpole! No, acidic tadpole, not addicted tadpole. Acidic tadpole, I can't even read. 3 months, thank you. That's the cabin ready. I'll get to them in a moment. I need to do my flight control check, but I'm too busy doing about 8 things at once. Thank you so much. Cheers. Right. I'm trying to taxi and turn the aircraft whilst reading chat, whilst getting the sub as well. I'm only a mere mortal. Thank you very much. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. 3 months with the Prime. Champions League final and lost to Liverpool. Wait, Tottenham got to a Champions League final with Harry Kane? Spring break, you're really turning American. It's all my colleagues. They're all saying it. The hot tub has been moved. Ah, yes, I saw the pictures. Oh, very nice. So we can have more of a social area. What you're trying to say is that you've destroyed the cricket pitch. Is that right, Golly? You've prevented all possibilities of Capaz, Benny and Lath ruining your garden by playing cricket on the grass in November. By moving the hot tub. They did. Oh, wow. Well, they didn't win anything, did they? Mr. Jazz, hello. What route is this, Edo asks on the TikTok. We are flying out of the brand new Dusseldorf scenery from Aerosoft. And we're flying to Dubrovnik today. Please ignore the grass textures looking weird. It's a bug with the sim. It's not the scenery. Well, I don't know if it affects particular sceneries over other sceneries, but yeah. Apparently Asobo have acknowledged it on the dev forums. So I've reliably been told. So, yeah. I hate that only very few people in the flight sim community like cricket. Jeff, I'm absolutely positive that that's not true. There are lots of cricket fans around the world, and there are lots of people in the flight sim community, so I'm sure that's not the case. I think your throttles are not calibrated. No, I can assure you they are calibrated, mate. Eurowings 2 Mike. Enjoy your flight. Hey! I think that's Grizzle. Right, here's Lima 3. How are you, Mr. Jazz? Cricket pitch is still unaffected. Oh, wow, you have been kind. But yeah, Becca, apparently Spain is the place to go if we want to go abroad on holiday. Because they have like a law in place where they have to, like, for everything in a restaurant ever, they have to, like, you know, state whether it's gluten-free, and they take it very seriously there. So there you are. Dusseldorf traffic, Eurowings 9952, lining up and waiting. Runway 23 left. God, can't even England today. I can't even England. Italy is similar, I think. All their menus were very labelled. Yeah, I'd imagine they are. I'd imagine they are. Right, we'll line up here. I don't know what they said, I didn't hear that. And then we are ready to go, my dear friends. So I will just give it a moment for a little bit more spacing. And then we'll rock and roll. If you weren't into flight sim, what do you reckon you do? What, for a job? Or like for a hobby, Ben? It's a good question. Love the runway textures. Yeah, they look pretty good, I think. I'm actually really impressed with this scenery. I've got to lie. I'm not going to lie. God, I can't England today. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this scenery. I think it looks great. Definitely better than the Justin one, without doubt.
Eurowings traffic. Dusseldorf traffic, Eurowings 5 Bravo November, past 3,200 feet.
And the restaurants I visited in Madrid and Barcelona, it was labelled great as well. Yeah, apparently they have to by law. That's what somebody was telling us earlier on. So across the whole of Spain they have to. Is it out? Yeah, the scenery's out. I actually don't know how much it costs. They just sent it across, which is very, very kind of them, but yeah. Okay, right, let's get the show on the road. Dusseldorf traffic, Eurowings 9 and 9052, departing runway 23 left. Dusseldorf. Right, let's go. I didn't do a flight control check. Oh, we're fine. Manflex 62 SRS runway, auto thrust blue. $100 knots. Rotate. Bit stuttery on the rotation. Positive climb gear up. Nav. Beautiful. Well, farewell Dusseldorf. A lovely surprise scenery release. Winds are slamming us about a bit. Very happy with that one. We'll be flying here more regularly, I think. Okay, thrust climb, climb. Autopilot's engaged. Oh, have they done all of this as well? The arena. I don't know if that's part of the scenery, but that looks to be modelled as well. It looks great. Lovely. Oh my god. Hello, speed. Just having a bit of fun with that. The winds are making life interesting. Okay, flap 0. Yeah, it's photogrammetry there, I think, isn't it? I think so. I should know. It's a little bit bumpy. Right, ground spoilers can be disarmed. I'll take a few lights out. We'll go and clear ourselves up to cruise, which is 37,000 today. And we'll set standard. And then we'll leave the standby on the local pressure until we pass through transition altitude.
Please keep your seatbelt.
It's amazing how that became a jingle, I know, right?
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember,
Old Cool, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. I found a gluten-free pizza place, but then found out there's cross-contamination.
a few moments.
Oh, Franco's. That was the place that we went to in Windsor, wasn't it? I thought that was the place we went to in Windsor, and it was really good. But then we went to the one in Oxford, and we found out it was the same oven. Okay, right. So, setting standard on the standby. And we're climbing. Beautiful. I've heard really good things about Eurowings, and I do enjoy the videos of is it approach and departure and approach videos or something like that. The captain on YouTube who basically literally uploads full flights from this airline. Right, I'm going to stick a bit of music on then, and we'll get this show on the road. Maybe we could watch one of his videos whilst we're in cruise. Nice and smooth. Good to be back in the Phoenix as well. There's the airport. Absolutely glorious day over Dusseldorf. Hardly a cloud in sight. Anybody else watching the Masters? I've got it on my iPad in front of me. I'm being naughty. I'm just keeping a close eye on it. Right. Landing lights off. I don't think it's going to be that bumpy, although it was lower, so give it a moment. Don't watch on live stream. It's a copyright violation. He also made a new post recently saying that he cannot keep on making videos because of people copying his videos. It's not a copyright violation. It's perfectly within fair usage rights to literally be watching another YouTube video on a live stream. That is well within fair usage rights. If that was the case, then every time that any person on any live stream ever brought up another piece of footage from another content creator, they'd be getting copyright striked for it. I don't think that's the case. Chewy ignoring chat to watch the Masters. Absolutely, that's it. I'm just that much of a nice guy. Have you heard of an Aussie YouTuber named Stefan Drury? Yes, apparently he's an interesting individual. I've heard of him and watched a couple of his videos. He had some medical issues, I think, a while ago, which I hope he's doing alright from. I think people can misuse the copyright striking system. The worst that he could do was to demonetize the YouTube video, which I earn practically pennies from anyway. Like, if I ever have, like, you know, like, if we watch an Innie Builds trailer on my stream, that YouTube video will get demonetized because of the music on it. And I'm like, okay, because I don't earn anything on YouTube practically, especially from, like, ad revenue and stuff. And if I wanted to, I could go into the VOD and just cut that section out from the stream anyway. So if there's like licensed music, which just simply demonetizes the video when it's played, I think we'll be all right with another person in the aviation sector just watching their YouTube channel on my live stream. I'm not particularly concerned about a copyright strike on that one personally. Europa Park in Germany. Oh. Right, well, there we go then, folks. On our way to Dusseldorf. So we're hoping that the flight time should only be about an hour and 50 minutes for this one. So, well, we'll say about an hour and... We'll say an hour and 45 minutes from now. So when will that be? That'll be... what? I mean, it'll probably be around about on the hour-ish. That's saying... So about 1900 UTC, is that right? I think so. We'll go with 1905. We'll go with that. You might end up earning a lot eventually from the number of times I've gone back to that 777 stream you did with Fraser. Yeah, I don't earn anything on YouTube. Nothing. Well, I mean, I earn a bit. I think I get paid around about $100 US a month for all of my... That's for ad revenue, like memberships, everything on YouTube. Which, considering I stream there 4 days a week, you know, is nothing. He said that his videos are not common property and that he doesn't want to see his videos anywhere else. If it's not common property, then they can't... That's not how it works on YouTube with public videos that are in the public realm like that. It's not how it works. That is not how fair usage right works on a public YouTube video. I've been doing this long enough. But I mean, if he doesn't want me to promote his content and his YouTube channel, fine, we'll go and watch something else. I can understand it if people are like re-uploading his videos and like remixing it and claiming it to be their own and stuff like that. That's an issue. Great shot, Rory. Lovely shot on the second shot on the first. Lovely. But yeah, that's very different to just literally pulling up the channel and just watching it on, you know, on a live stream and stuff, I think. Who are we talking about? Well, so there's a Eurowings captain whose videos are absolutely brilliant, and he literally records his full flights, like, you know, from starting the aircraft to shutting down the aircraft, the whole thing, which is pretty crazy to think that commercial pilots can do that. But yeah. Because we're doing a longer flight today and we're flying with Eurowings, I thought we might try and find one or two of his videos. But apparently, he doesn't want people watching his videos, as he says it's not common property. So he doesn't want other people watching his videos anywhere else. So I've been reliably informed. No, Zardy, no, I'm not worried about you, mate. No, I appreciate you telling me. But I don't quite think that's how YouTube videos work, of like, you know, just being able to restream something. That's Cologne down there, I think. We can watch it. It should be no problem. Nah, I'm not even going to risk it now. I mean, I think I've shown his stuff before on stream. I've not had an issue, but I ain't going to risk it. Flight sim bests. Oh, God. I'm too washed up and boring now for flight sim bests, I think. Oh, yeah, we can watch the Sam Chewy Aerosucra memes instead. Sam Chewy doesn't care if I restream his YouTube channel. Yeah. I read the post and it seems to imply that the videos are being uploaded to other platforms. Yeah, that's it. That's the difference, isn't it? If you're just taking the raw video footage and re-uploading it and claiming it as your own and stuff. I've had that before. But, like, people have done that to my channel before, where they've taken my YouTube videos and re-uploaded them and then claimed them as their own. But YouTube's got a really good system in place where it will alert you if that's happening. It's got a really good system in place where it will, like, say, hello, there's a notification to tell you that somebody's probably stealing your video. Would you like to confirm this? If so, would you like us to take it down? Kind of thing. So, yeah. Matty, thank you again. Cheers for the follow. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Thank you. People are making fake accounts on TikTok and claiming they're their own. Yeah, that's exact. That obviously you can do that. I think one thing that I really don't like, I see it all the time, is people not giving credit to stuff. Like, go back to the football on Tuesday. Obviously, there's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of videos and pictures and stuff from it. There's this incredible shot of Declan Rice up on the top of one of the advertising boards, stood up. And I've seen it reposted on about 80 different Arsenal accounts since Tuesday, and 80 is maybe an exaggeration, but a heck of a lot, well above 20, and not a single one of them has got any sort of, like, you know, like copyright logo in it or any credit to the photographer or anything. So I don't know who took the photo and who's got the rights to it. Which, is somebody who used to do a lot of photography and as a content creator myself, like, that's always frustrating. I've got a friend who's a professional photographer, in like the live music industry and the esports industry. He's like world award winning photographer, and basically he has to like write it into contracts with people that commission him that they have to give him credit on posts, because otherwise they just never would, unless, you know, like there's some sort of exclusivity clause where they don't need to. But yeah. Pilot Pro, hello, how you doing? Daniel's here on the TikTok as well as Cole. Thanks for the follow. Cheers. Got some screenshots of the departure. Oh, let's have a look. Nice. Beautiful. I was debating flying real time, but yeah, I didn't know. Daniel, cheers for that follow, mate. Thank you, buddy. You could technically write him an email asking for his permission. Nah, I'd rather just get on with my day and do other things if I'm honest. Don't you have any affiliate links for office chairs, right? I do with GT Omega, but I've not had any emails or anything to do with anything with them for ages. I think the link might still work, or the code might work, but I don't really actively advertise it much anymore. Juan's here as well on the TikTok and knows what a good football team is. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, no, I mean, I completely get it if he's got people, like, you know, re-uploading his footage and claiming it to be their own and stuff like that. But I think that's quite a bit different than just like a live streamer and a fan of his channel just broadcasting some of his content, you know, like it's a huge thing, isn't it, on YouTube and stuff where people do reacts videos. This is basically just a form of react video. It's me reacting to his content, but with full credit and everything to it. Yeah, I don't use it anymore, MH. I don't personally use the chair anymore. Just a question, how is the A320 Neo in the sim? I love it. Yeah, it's made by Ini Builds. I love it. I haven't flown it for a while actually, but I've only had good times flying it. Scotty Scheffler's got to win the Masters this year. He's already 3 under and he's just chipping in from like within 5 foot of the hole easy. I'd quite like to see somebody else win it. Not because I don't like Scotty Scheffler, but he's already got 2 jackets. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll get to top of climb and then maybe we'll go and see if we can find a video to watch. I'm quite happy to watch it. We haven't watched a Sam Chewy video in ages, so yeah, maybe a Sam Chewy Aerosucra video would be a good idea. Oh, chat, I completely forgot to tell you. Do you know what I did the other day? I still got some work I need to do on it, but Euro Truck Sim 2, I've updated it and got my mods updated. There's still some stuff I need to do. Like there's a mod that I got like via a Facebook thing and the link's not working for it anymore. So I need to get that working. But yeah, I was thinking of some trucking. Getting some trucking going again. 3 under through 10 as of, yeah. So many mods, yeah. So I think that'll be good if we can get some trucking in every now and again. Because you know what I'm like. Every now and again, I just need an evening away from Flight Sim and a bit of variety. So, yeah. Smoggy, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. That's very kind of you. Thank you, mate. Cheers, mate.
Flight level 50,000.
Flight level 50,000. That's the one, Sam. That's the one. Roberticus, thank you for the cheer. That's very kind of you, mate. Thank you, thank you. Just got back from Gatters. Now time to chill back before... Oh, back at 4 a.m. Yuck. Yucky. Yeah, can't be dealing with that. Can't be dealing with that. We need the A300 freighter out of... Well, I mean, I haven't tried the A300 for a while. The A300 was fine for me in MSFS 2020, but the one in 2024, I would just get CTDs with, almost within about 5 minutes of loading into it every time. So I've not actually flown the A300 in MSFS 2024 yet. I think they've got an update coming out for it soon, so I will definitely give that a try and see if that helps. But yeah, I was getting a few crashes. Ah! There's a particular airport about to appear under the wing in a moment, right out of there. That I'm sure everybody will be able to guess very quickly. Cam! Oh, God. It's the first gifted sub of the evening. Ugh. Ugh. And it goes to my least favourite TV presenter. No offence, but it's true. Thank you, Cam! Bit of Frankfurt down below. There you go. Look at that. That looks nice, doesn't it? Very nice. The city of Frankfurt below. Is that scenery improved, the Aerosoft Frankfurt? Because I haven't flown there for ages because I was really struggling with the performance. Although I've not given it a try in 2024 yet. Has anybody tried the Aerosoft Frankfurt for a while? Anybody tried it in MSFS 2024? Can we see it there? Oh yeah, that's a nice view. Look at that. There you go. Beautiful. I don't know if there's much traffic there on Vatsim right now. Oh, there is. There's 10 on the ground. Oh, a bit of Game of Thrones as we're off to Dubrovnik. Very on topic. Well done. Very on topic. Well done. No worries, Will. See you in a bit, mate. You did EDDL to LAX with the default 747. It worked well. Okay, cool. What is the... Yeah, what's the weather looking like at Dubrovnik? 320... Okay. Coming 010 degrees at 12. So, is that the runway that we want then? We'll obviously have a look at this properly later, but... Yeah, we want to be landing on runway 29. We'll see what they're landing on in real life, but 29's the fun approach. So I do hope we get to do that. Yeah, 29 is the fun approach. Lurking but listening, no worries, mate. Right, we will listen to the rest of this song. We'll get to cruise, and then we'll go and find a good YouTube video to watch for a bit, shall we? I think. For the 25th of this month, Star Wars Episode 3 is coming to the cinema again. It is indeed. I was supposed to be in Tokyo next week for Star Wars Celebration, and I'm so freaking sad I'm not. So sad. You're getting 100 FPS offline at Frankfurt. Wow. Oh, that soundtrack just makes me want to instantly rewatch Game of Thrones. I was one of those weird people that wasn't even that sad by the ending of it. Like I didn't think the ending was that bad. Everybody seems to hate the ending, but the characters that I really wanted to survive survived, so that's all I really cared about. Right, that is us at cruise. And then we're on our way. So what I will do... Destination, estimated fuel on board below minima. Well, what is our minima? Let's have a look. What does the flight plan say? Alternate plus FinRes is today. 2.2. So we're absolutely fine. That should fix itself now. Because I've just put the minimum destination estimated fuel on board as 2.2. We've got 2.9. Have I put that in the right box? I mean, I've not put anything into here, but... that should be alright now, shouldn't it? Hey, Lucas! 26 months! Hello there! My favourite number. And he's back once again. Cheers! Thank you very much, Lucas. That's really kind of you, mate. I appreciate that a lot. That does go a long, long, long way on an old channel like mine. So thank you, mate. The Gaia EDDF. Oh, the default one. What's the Aerosoft one like, though? Right, what were we going to do? We were going to go and have a look at Sam Chewy, weren't we? The Aerosoft video. Oh, he's got a video into Courchevel as well. Oh, we might have a couple to watch. Hey, and Tim with 70 months. A double sub. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello there. How be you? Hope you are all well, my friend. Thank you for the 70 months. 70 months already, that's terrifying. Right, chat, which one should we watch then? Should we do the Courchevel? Should we do the Aerosucre video? Which one should we watch? Best and worst business class. Bum, 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 bum. Aerosucra. That was the one we were going to watch the other day and we didn't get a chance to. Let's do that, shall we? Right, let's see if I can mute the sim. And this is where, let's see, this is where I will get like DMCA for the music that gets played. But there's not much I can do about that, really. Oh, the Aerosucra 727.
Today we're going to fly on a 44-year-old cargo plane to the jungle.
Yeah, Sam, do it! Fly the plane! Fly the plane, Sam!
So while we're waiting, our pilots doing their flight briefing and in their dispatch, we're checking out what kind of cargo they have to get on board these airplanes. There's all shapes, different sizes. There's tires. There's a lot of fruits and vegetables. There's big tubes, drums. There looks like some cold fridge stuff. And there's motorbikes as well. Very interesting. If you're an Afghan, you have probably heard of this company, Aerosoft, because they made a lot of infamous incidents in the past, including one 737 landing with cargo door popped up. And today I'm flying on it. Would you look at this? This is a piece of antique, but it's so strong.
A piece of antique.
With the JTAD-17 engine. This is how aviation came a long way. A tiny, tiny engine powered the first generation of 737. There's a bit of oil leak, so this.
Oh, we got ATC
from the engine. This is raw aviation. This is why I love it.
It's always when we start watching a video.
Just stepping into yesteryear, 44-year-old, the same age as me. This airplane, 81 delivered.
Sam's 44.
You look at the duct tapes, and there's definitely a bit of smell of yesteryear aviation. Looks like our pilot's already boarded. There's engineer, technician fixing the plane.
TVDLC. Yeah, but I've turned the sound of the whole sim down to watch the video, so.
Here I want to show you the entire cargo hold of the 737-200. Let's see how many pallets they can hold. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well done, Sam. You can count.
To the tail here. Look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's about 10 motorbikes on one pallet going to the Colombian jungle.
A maths genius.
Serious manual work, pushing every pallet, check it up, going inside the airplane one by one, 8 pallets. Let's see how long that takes.
And will it survive the trip on a notoriously terrible cargo company?
So already hitting a roadblock. Never seen the panel came down. They go inside to fix it behind. With me, Captain Cesar and First Officer Ramiro. They're gonna take us to Mitu, a Colombian jungle outpost. There's no roads to get there from Bogota. It has to fly or by river, I believe, right? Yeah. Tell us more about today's flight.
The Mitu is a 1 hour to fly. It's the border with Venezuela or Brazil, okay?
And tell us how fast this airplane flies. Mach.
This plane fly 0.7.
He doesn't even know.
72.
7.2 to 7.4. Wow, I'm so excited, but let's fix the panel first.
Yeah,
Yeah, just a few fasteners. Why wasn't he up there helping them push?
They don't pop up during the mid-flight.
Probably for insurance reasons. Which is a really boring answer, but...
Engine 2 first.
Yes, 727. Yes. No, 737-200 even. Hello, Daisy Cat. Although I do really want to fly the 727. I want to fly the 727 in MSFS 2024 and give it a go. Ah, that's my contact me chat. Right, sorry, I know this is like a complete roadkill in the video. 13415, but I do have to contact ATC. Let me just switch over. 13. Hello, Daisy. There is a cat bugging me. 13415. Hello, Daisy Cat.
Identify climb level 300.
Yes, hello.
Climb level 300, Leipzig 640.
Munchen, good evening. Eurowings 99052, flight level 370 with CPDLC.
Eurowings 99052, München, hello, weather identified, Squawk 1000.
Squawking 1000, Eurowings 99052. Okay, let's see if they've got CPDLC.
5 uniform, roger.
Yes, Daisy.
München, hello, Visa 874.
EDMZ. Let's just see if we can get him on there. Where am I going? Yeah, so do I, Jeff. So do I, mate.
Mike. Now again, your squawk is 4442.
I'm being an idiot. Where am I going?
Roger, Austin 3 Echo Mike.
Am I being an idiot? Where am I going?
Mike, Unicom, goodbye. Unicom, Austin 3
Why am I...
Leipziger 640,
there it is.
Direct to Inbit.
Sorry.
Direct Inbit, Leipziger 640, danke.
Just notify him now.
Leipziger 9531, what is your requested level?
390, Leipziger 9531.
Roger, climb flight level 390.
Climb 390, Leipziger 9531.
Left 1, Charlie Victor, Mission.
Right, let's hope that he gets that. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the best plan is here, because we want to mute the sim, but we want to have CPDLC as well. But I kind of need to listen out for the ATC. I think what we'll just have to do is we'll just have to have ATC on in the background and I'll just keep an ear out for it, chat. I don't think there's much I can do. Oh, really? Does he actually, Jeff? I didn't know that.
Paso del 320 Avianca por November. Continúa la 4 derecha vía Kilo, alcanzando el punto de espera 1825 y buen día. Paso del 320, continuamos Kilo, alcanzando punto de espera 1825. Buen turno, muchas gracias.
Really great, schönen guten Abend, Condor 6 Hotel Whiskey, flight level 360 on course to Dusseldorf.
Condor 6 Hotel Whiskey, München, guten Abend, identified, recycled Squawk 1000, proceed direct on deck.
Recycle Squawk 1000 in direct on deck, Condor 6 Hotel Whiskey.
And Condor 6 Hotel Whiskey, descend to reach on deck, flight level 150.
To reach on deck, that's flight level 150.
I love the look of this flight deck. Are they wearing seatbelts? Look at how much further forward the left thrust lever is to the right thrust lever. Yeah, this airline have got an absolutely awful record of safety. B1 keeps hands on the thrust levers. There you go, now they go.
So, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Victor, sorry, ich konnte eben gerade nicht reden.
Don't have to do much to get it in the air. Look at the difference in the thrust lever position.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Victor.
148, verifique su call sign, aparece como Aerosucre 157 y comunique con Terminal Sur 119,65, buen vuelo.
That's a cool view.
Cambio y verificando. Bota Sur, el Sucre 148, buenos días, 9800.
Yeah, no, Lee, it was just interesting to observe it, like the difference, because I'm sure they're getting the same reading on the engines, but it's just interesting to see it. There's a lot of difference between the two.
Adelante, Sucre 148.
Right, 148, continue
Continúe sin restricción a 240. 140, sin restricción a 240, gracias.
Wow, I felt alive. I felt so alive.
I felt
Watching the
alive.
pilot in front of me flying. This is a really great view. Looking at him taking control. Took a long time to rotate because of the high altitude in Bogota. But everything.
Not much
here
room left on
seems
that
manual.
runway.
This is real pilot. Dials.
Wait, what speed did he rotate at?
Wow, I felt alive. I felt so alive. Watching the pilot in front of me flying. This is a really great view.
I know, I want to
Looking at
watch
him
this.
taking control.
Left direct to Rizzo, climb level 3.
So there's the V speeds.
Direct Rizzo, climbing 380, Leipziger 640, vielen Dank. Gerne.
He's at 157 knots
Took a long
there.
time to rotate
Ah,
because of the
okay.
high altitude in
So he
Bogota.
rotated at about
Everything
160
here
knots.
seems manual.
I wonder what the max
This
tire speed limit is on a 737 at that altitude.
is real pilot.
Sure, nowhere near that.
And
It's
lots
just
of manual
interesting.
work. Amazing.
Like, yeah,
Amazing to watch
8,300 feet on
for 2025.
elevation.
What is the most
Crazy.
enjoyable thing for you to fly this old airplane, 737-200?
The most important for me, or the amazing for me, is that we have the
Leipziger
opportunity to
953,
fly,
traffic information, 12 o'clock
manually
position, crossing right to left,
this
aircraft
plane,
at level 2,
okay?
90,
Because the
10,
classic and
5,
another
factor.
planes plane with the autopilot, LNAV, VNAV, it's other type aviation. They have the sensitive, the plane,
For the 6 Yankee X-ray München, hello,
You can feel.
identified.
Yes,
Proceed
feel the
direct to
engine, you feel the power.
climb level 240. Climb level 240,
Surely the Phoenix got the logo from Aerosoft. I don't think so, mate.
F486, take up upper switch unicorn jump.
Me too. We are near to San Jose.
F486, take up upper switch unicorn jump.
we are fly direct to
Leipziger
Midwood
640, contact line in 125, decimal 2 zeros.
at
125,
120
Leipziger
nautical miles. We
640,
have the stately descent to Midwood. Okay, the condition is good.
Yeah, no, I see the logo.
BOR runway 20. We are going to do a visual traffic
Oh, God.
for the runway 02.
Oh, God. So they're doing a VOR approach for 20 with visual traffic 02 and a 737-200 with Aerosucre. That sounds terrifying. I'm just checking this log on. It's been accepted. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for the ATC. So what I might do is I might just move my view so that I can see the thing if it flashes up, chat. Is that it? Yeah, that's fine. Just so I can see it.
Descent initially 8,000 and continue descent to 2,100 feet and start the visual pattern. Okay. Lateral 5 or 6 nautical miles. Go to the basic and continue this turn to the runway 02. In Midwood is a very important airport to the Aerosucre company because the loan.
I do wish somebody with Sam's channel. Does he have? He does. English auto generated. Because he seems to have some sort of like subtitle options here, but he's got 3.69 million subscribers, and the subtitles like never match up.
Leipziger 953, switch
Very
unicorn
short.
jump.
Josie exclamation mark, plane isn't a command, mate. What are you looking for?
We don't have in this plane auto brake. The ability is
Pilot Pro, I've got no idea, mate. I've had cats my whole life, so I've always been comfortable around them.
How many years you flew 737?
24 years, 20, 200. For design checklist.
Munich radar, guten Abend.
Visualization
Austin Trooper Banky, flight
set.
level 100.
Recall check it.
Austin Trooper Banky, Servus,
Landing data view rate.
flight level
Minimum.
200 and get me a good rate of climb, please.
141, 35.
Climb flight level 200 and good rate. Austin Trooper Banky.
6,000. 6,000.
Minimum 6,000.
Okay, visual approach. Approach briefing complete.
X-ray echo.
Y tú, Aerosoft 148, muy buenos días.
Flaps 40. Yeah, mate. 6,000 feet elevation and they're doing a VOR circling approach into somewhere with a short runway. I'm not bloody surprised if their flaps 40.
Millas fuera de la estación, estamos listos a iniciar descenso.
This place is a jungle, all place. Now we are talking with the Me Too tutorial.
Okay, got it.
No, Mikun. Otherwise they'd get fired if they did that. They're automated, you can tell. It's not somebody doing a bad job. It's just automated ones still.
Discreción y me confirma cuántas millas le llamo. 50 fuera, gracias.
Unicom, good afternoon.
No VNAV there!
Skip in 5 at Mark 7, Unicom, bye.
Unicom, Scandinavian, pit 1, thank you, bye.
Oh really, Roberticus?
Hotel Whiskey, contact radar, 1 that's speech.
It's like trying to point out the window whilst the guy's like, flaps on. How dare you, Cucumber Bush?
You would like to say something?
Sucre 148, pista 02.
From here, flight level 240,
Good job.
Visual radar has a line, guten Tag, passing 1389er, turning 19er down.
Answer line 144, hello, radar contact, climb.
Bass Jammer over on the YouTube. Hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, not bad, Cucumber. Good to see you, mate. This makes me want to do some 727 flying or something. Oh my god, there's another person in the flight deck. Ugh. Four people in a 737-200 flight deck. Yuck. I think Sam's probably ingesting his knees right now. Doing it for the fans.
200.
200.
100.
Aston Trooper Banky, for shortcuts, direct Dodil.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Austin Trooper Banky, direct Dodil.
Oh!
Confirm Dodil.
Bloody hellfire! Bucket reverses, yes. Well, I don't think Sam was standing. There is a seat there. It's just... Yeah. Oh, Bass Jammer, it's good to see you, mate. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, keep in mind the camera has...
If that's not exciting, I don't know what else is exciting. That runway was boom, 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 boom. But that was such a precision.
The camera will smooth things out. So if that's what it looked like, you know, with the camera with smoothing.
I haven't been enjoying the reverse thrust as much as this ride. You know, it's so amazing. It feels the reverse.
Yes.
The plane need a pilot.
Yeah.
Display.
I think most do.
Condor 299 München, hello, identified, climb flight level 300, proceed direct Anila.
That's how you offload these cargo.
Climb flight
level 300 and direct Amela Condor 200.
Football must be frightened on the 737-200.
Oh!
Engine noise, right?
Oh, darling! Oh, I'm glad they're okay.
We're gonna take a short break while
Bus 8744 due to traffic descent level 360.
and then we have two special cargo coming on board with us, going back to Bogota.
It was only an hour's flight. I'm sure they were fine, chat. Bass Jammer, even though I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, I certainly recognize the name when I see one, mate.
Tower of Me Too. Only one controller, tower controller here.
My mate is down. She's a little bit in the bathroom.
Let's look the view here. Look. So now usually you have two controller on duty. She's back.
She's back, and usually, for example, she controls, and I am the one who talks to the other dependencies of her traffic control.
His microphone broken.
Now, this is that we don't have any type of approach controller. We are the only ones outside of the.
Oh, 2 seconds, chat. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Let me just do that.
Proceed direct taxi.
Okay, good. Right. There we go. Cool. Those. There we are. Right, good. Back over to Unicom then after a nice little bit of ATC.
Airspace, it is uncontrolled airspace. So,
see you later, Riley.
For example, in 8,000 feet and below, it is uncontrolled airspace. So you and the crew only have to rely on the information that we provide about the traffics, and that's all they have. We don't have a way to separate the traffics. It's all giving them the information. So it was the first call at 110 miles out, then 50 miles out, 30 miles out, 10 miles out, and they, here 10 miles out is where we give them the instruction to join the traffic pattern.
Satena 8631, comunique Bogotá 128,8, buen vuelo.
Little ATR with the props matching the frame rate of the camera. Oh, he's in a tuk-tuk.
From our flight while it's being loaded, we're going on a tuk-tuk to the town to have lunch and explore the jungle town of Colombia.
Why are they still in high vis? Prop doesn't need to turn yet. Static, mate. That's how it flies. Oh. Decent looking Scran. That does not look safe. That does not look safe. Health and safety does not exist. It's all well and good getting that on. Can you imagine trying to get that back off again? Ugh, yuck. Can you imagine trying to get that back off? Yeah, just drive them off. Just put a little ramp. Just put a little ramp down.
So after a delicious lunch and ATC visit, I'm back in the aircraft. It looks like all our cargo, special cargo, 2 cars are being loaded. Let's fly back to Bogota now. So we just had a small hiccups here while we were about to start the engine.
You'd have to pay me more than the cost of a brand new 737 to get to the back of that thing. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Fix it to be safe, to be able to take off the lead here.
That's it. Just keep on. That's it. Just keep using the circuit breaker. Grizzle, hello. I had this really nice message from this pilot earlier on. who seemed a little bit like it was a grizzle. Hello there, welcome in Raiders. Good to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. We're watching the meme, the myth, the legend. Wait, Sam Chewy got a girlfriend. Look at his. We're watching the legend that is Sam Chewy flying with the world's most reliable and safe airline, Aerosoft. As we fly Eurowings out of the new Dusseldorf.
I haven't been this high for a very long time.
I agree. Thank you very much. Who was that with the cheer? It was JBS. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're also flying Eurowings. Oh, God, look at these views. And we are flying down to Dubrovnik. I know Grizzle just did an approach into the new Dusseldorf scenery. We've flown out of it. What did you think of the scenery? I was very impressed. Thank you very much for the raid, mate. Welcome in, everybody. Really good to see you all. I hope you're all having a nice Thursday. Yeah, we're just keeping ourselves occupied in cruise for a bit. We've got about an hour or so until landing. So, yeah.
That's why we carry a mechanic or carry a technician. He knows the drill. He did some switch flicking, and all of a sudden, the RSV is back to level.
Resetting the CB does the job. What more could you want? Hey, and Heavy Equation. I'll pause the video again, my friend. Thank you for 23 months. The mask is coming on. G Rizzler's taking over the stream. We love it. Very, very, very kind of you. All G Rizzlers are welcome here. Hello. How are you, Equation? Hope you're well, mate. 23 months. Thank you, my dude. And the Impossible Face. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Cheers. When it's in a jungle, Jeff. So glad to have a proper good EDDL. Yeah, I was really impressed with it. Really impressed with the scenery. So I'm sure we'll be back there again in the future, without a doubt. I want to fly here now. Is there any scenery in the sim? We can do Bogota to Mitu VOR circling visual in the 727. I'd probably get about 4 viewers for something that niche, but it would be a laugh. That runway is ridiculous. Can you even take a 727 here? There's only one way to find out. Love it. Proper cowboys. They're just routing the sim. Oh, wait, is there actually scenery for it? I'll have a look in a moment. Well, the video's about to finish, so we'll have a look in a bit. Yeah, no worries, Grizzly. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy your food. Wait, there's a number of different sceneries. That's hilarious. We have a choice of scenery developers. Oh dear.
Reverser unlocked, and that's actually quite a serious thing, right? If you have a reverser, it's open during flight. So the first officer went to troubleshoot through the menu and checklist here.
Oh, what a faff.
A false indication. So far everything seems to be stable. Nothing really happens.
That is the most Aerosucra thing ever. I was going to say, how many things have they had? They had to pull down the whole overhead panel. They had reverser unlocked indications in flight. They had the first officer's thingy go. God. His artificial horizon was on its side. Wing Sim is the best one for SKMU. Is there any decent freeware for it?
Fly direct to Villa Vicencio. Then we are to fly to Girardot and continue with the descent and approach to Bogota via Ambalema, Stop, Renif, Silon.
Not on TO. Damn it.
And a runway 14 right.
No good freeware. Oh, it's like £5. Okay, fair. I'll have a look at the scenery in a minute. 500.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Nice.
It's your plane.
No reverse thrust. Adds in. Oh, I guess they've told him to roll to the end, so he just adds in thrust. Yeah, they told him to roll to the end, so he didn't use reverse thrust. They just.
Watching it beautifully coming to land, and we rode all the way down, 14,000 meters.
Pookie Bear, thanks for the follow.
Here. It was an airplane that I can relate to my flying because it's similar principle, conventional airplane using VOR, GPS, simple nav, and to me, this kind of old planes are not feeling dangerous at all. It's feeling so enjoyable. I think if you have the right pilot, follow the right procedure, and the right maintenance, these old planes can last a very long time to enjoy.
I
now
have
I'm
the
gonna move on to my next
captions seem to be better
Three
now.
engine 727 jets in 2025.
That's the one I want to watch. Oh yes.
There's no auto throttle here on this aircraft, but our flight engineer does the job of the auto throttle.
Love it. Well, that was good. I actually quite enjoyed that one. Something a little bit different and maybe somewhere new to try and fly in the sim. So what's this then? Oh, hell yeah. Me too. Let me just get some music on whilst we're going. Oh, I think we should definitely do this sometime then. SKMU. It looks actually like pretty good scenery, doesn't it? Bogota to SKMU in the Aerosoft 727. As I say, I'm sure I'd probably get about 5 viewers for a flight like that, but it'd be well worth it. Well worth it. Very enjoyable. Good. For 24 or 20... Well, I imagine it'll work in both. I don't think there's many sceneries that I know of that don't work in 24. I think the ones that I've had issues with has been like Fly Tampa Amsterdam with the... oh my god, these views. With things like the trees and stuff. But yeah, not much else. Oh, look at that view! Who's that with the follow? New Farm Junior, thanks very much. Cheers, welcome in. As long as you put Aerosucre in your title, your views should be fine. Yeah, we might have to give it a go then. Might have to give it a go. Hey, there's Bass Jammer back! Definitely a name that we haven't seen for a little while in the channel. Mate, good to see you. Thank you again. Is this on a new account, Bass Jammer? Thank you very much, matey. Cheers, 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 cheers. Is this on a new account now? Because it's saying that's a brand new tier 1 sub and like first time messages and stuff. Maybe it is. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. His name is Otto Throttle. I like that. I like that. These views are gorgeous. Flying over the Alps as we enter towards Adrian airspace. We're just crossing the border into Slovenia. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning. How to get started in MSFS and learn find the A320 or similar and be nerdy? That is a very good question and one that doesn't really have just a straight, like, exact answer. The first thing that I would recommend doing is picking up Microsoft Flight Simulator. The latest title is the one that we're playing right now, which is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You can get it on Steam, you can get it on the Microsoft Store on PC, or you can even get it on Xbox. So if you've got an Xbox Series S or Series X, you can get it on there. And if you've got Xbox or PC Game Pass as well, you can get it on that. So yeah, first steps is to get the sim. And I definitely recommend Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 if you're starting out. And then next thing, you're going to need some sort of control system. So I'm sponsored by a company called Thrustmaster. and they've got a variety of different joysticks and things, which I would definitely recommend. You know, like trying to use a keyboard and mouse or even an Xbox controller. It's not really great for learning how to fly planes properly. So just any sort of joystick. You don't need to spend lots of money. Just any sort of joystick system will help you out massively. And then after that, you can just jump in the sim and get yourself started. You know, if you really want to go straight into learning the A320s and stuff, you can do. The only thing that I would know is that, you know, flying an airliner like this, a complex airliner, if you're brand new to flight simulation, you're going to have quite a high learning curve. You know, the more kind of complex the aircraft, the higher the learning curve if you're a brand new pilot. However, you know, that's not to say you can't do it. The first aircraft that I learned how to fly in the sim was an A320 like this as well. So, you know, lots of people will say like, oh, start with a Cessna 152 and no, you don't actually need to. You can if you want to, and you can start in a small aircraft and work your way up. But I'm way more comfortable around a Cessna, around an Airbus A320 than I am a Cessna 172. So it's certainly not a requirement. But just be aware, as I say, that the more complex aircraft that you fly, the higher the learning curve with them. So then, yeah, you can just kind of jump into it. YouTube's a great resource. There's loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of content on YouTube learning how to operate various different aircraft. Maybe start simple. Yeah, lots of people do. You know, one of the great things with Flight Simulator is that you can start on the runway with all the engines and everything already on, and you can just take off and get in the sky. So if you really want to start at the very, very, very basics, you can literally just get in the sim, get yourself a joystick, start on the runway, everything can get running for you, and then you can just take it in the air and you can kind of learn how it feels to fly an aircraft, what happens if you move too aggressively or you put loads of power in, or, you know, and you can learn, I guess, like the principles and the basics of flying in the sim, but there's nothing to stop you you know, getting into the complex aircraft and learning the systems, learning how to turn them on and how to start the engines in them and stuff. You've got, it's really like, I know it's cliche to say, but the world literally is your oyster in a flight sim. That's one of the beauties about it. The other thing that I'd say is that, you know, even if you are going to start out at the very basics, don't expect to learn everything overnight. One of the greatest things about Flight Simulator is that learning process. So enjoy it. Enjoy learning it. Enjoy making a mistake and things going wrong, because then you know, oh, damn it, I've made a mistake. I'll know not to do that next time. It's all part of it. And it just makes it that much more sweet when you like finally nail your first flight. That first time where you start up the aircraft from scratch, get it in the air, fly it around, bring it back down at a new destination, and then shut down the engine on stand the first time. Like, it's the sweetest feeling ever in the sim. So yeah, just jump in, mate. Just jump in. There's all sorts of great accessibility things in the sim, yeah. As Robertica says, like, you can have labels on the screen. So like, if I was hovering over a button, it would kind of like tell me what, you know, what I'd be pressing and stuff like that. So yeah, there's all sorts. The first time I did a small flight from start to finish in a 737 was an amazing feeling. Yeah, I don't remember mine, weirdly enough. I don't remember like what my first one was, but that's because it was so many years ago. Sorry, chat. Right, chat. We've got a little while to go, but I think I'm going to get some stuff in for the approach just because I want to... I'm just going to turn the sound of the sim. Just because I want to work out what we're arriving on and stuff. Unfortunately, ATC's logged off. They were using the RMP Bravo runway 29 earlier. Should we have a look and see if there's any traffic in and around Dubrovnik at the moment? Using the basic content? Yeah, well, that's the great thing about Flight Simulator, especially Microsoft Flight Simulator, is that there is a lot of like default aircraft that you can fly. Yeah, chat, we're definitely doing 29. We're definitely doing the fun approach, not the bog standard ILS. We're doing the approach where you go over the terrain. Heck yes. So yeah, that's one of the great things about Flight Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, is that there's loads of aircraft already installed that just come with the sim. Right from the basic Cessna 152 little high-wing propeller planes to gliders to Airbus A320s, a bit like this. Right, chat. So we are doing an RNAV Star runway 29. And we're coming in via Sipal. So let's do the Sipal 1 Lima to go straight to Alegu. Oh, Adam, sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry. Sorry, thank you very much. Cheers for the 86 months, my dude. You are a beauty. Adam, with such a long sub. Thank you so much for the 86 months, matey. I hope you are doing well and having a great day. Welcome in, bud. If I want to start using MSFS 2024, I'm a beginner. What is the minimum PC specs I should have? Have a look on the MSFS website. You can see all the details for what the minimum spec list is, mate. Right, so it's a Sipal 1 Lima to Alegu. And then from there, it's going to be the RMP Bravo, I think, from Alegu. Oh, yes! Chat, this approach. Wait, isn't there an easier approach? Not an easier, is it, but like a better approach than that really long downwind sector. What's this RNPAR? Yeah, that's better. That's the one we want. Oh, actually, no. I think that's longer. No, the RMP Bravo. Chat, what should we do the RMP Bravo? And do, because this will be visual. That's what they were doing earlier on. They were doing the RMP Bravo. I had a look on the ATIS. Screw it, we're doing it. Right, so RMP Bravo on the Sipal 1 Lima. Let's do it. I'll catch up with chat in just a moment. I'm just going to get this all programmed in. Oh, I'm so excited for this approach. So we're doing the 1 Lima because it's the quicker of the two. Like Alegu. Select heading track first. What? Why do I need to go into heading? Oh, probably because it's... Ah, I know why. Because we need to then take a direct to Sipal. But... There we go. Right, let's just go and check this through. And then I will catch up with chat in just a moment. Yeah, so that takes us straight... Oh my god, this approach is going to be so much fun. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Right, lovely. Sorted. Good. After you recommend the FSS 727 to me, I picked it up and immediately found it so much more in flight. Yay! Oh, brilliant, Flight Sim Noob. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That really, like, I love that. I love hearing that I can recommend something to somebody and then they get enjoyment out of it in the sim. That's like one of the greatest things. Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. It's Fate. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Cheers. Thank you. First one I learned out the 172 is that, yeah, the TBM9. I think, yeah, I feel like in terms of like, if you were going to go for like a progression, like Cessna 172, to then like a turboprop like the TBM, or even like the PC-12, then onto like a little regional thing like the Citation CJ4, and then the A320. That, I feel like that's quite a natural kind of progression. Yeah. Carl, how you doing over on the YouTube? Yeah, we really enjoyed the Aerosoft scenery, the Aerosoft Dusseldorf. We were very impressed with it, actually, which is great. Do a barrel roll, yeah, man. First ever plane I learned and flew was the Aerosoft A320. Yeah, same with me. Yeah, Aerosoft A320 was the first one I learned as well. Do you tweak something? What do you mean tweak something? CJ4 is also a really good foray into jets, even though it doesn't have auto throttle. But that's part of the reason why it is good, I think, yeah. That's because you had one last waypoint on your flight plan. That's why you need to select it. Yeah, no, I saw it afterwards. And understanding. Right, so top of descent. It's only 15 minutes away then. Let's get a weather report in for Dubrovnik. I'm so excited for this arrival. Has anybody got the famous Dubrovnik clip? Has anybody got the famous clip, chat? Okay, we're the only two arrivals in as well. Good. Or can anybody find the famous Dubrovnik clip? Dubrovnik wasn't my favourite place to fly into for quite a while because of a particular incident. Okay, we got it. I'll have a look at that after this. Right, so the winds are 320 degrees at 7 knots. Cav okay. Temperature is 12. Dew point of 5. The QNH is 1017. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed escape, not the tilde key, you silly boy. The minima for the approach. Let's just get rid of those charts that we don't need. 1620. Hey, Tavers! Hello, matey. How are you? Right, chat. I'm going to pause Bastille for a moment. So, many years ago, we were doing almost this exact same approach that we're going to be doing today. And we were in an old simulator long before MSFS came out called Prepared, doing an approach into Dubrovnik, into this airport. We had a very... Oh, wait, no, this is a separate one. This is a separate one. This was the opposite end. When we had a ridiculous crosswind. And like about 5 FPS by the looks of it. Tavers, very well. How are you, mate? Look at my frames per second. This is what we used to have to put up with, chat. This is what we used to have to put up with before MSFS was a thing. Look at the early flare to try and capture it. Because of the frame rate.
Fuck you, Tom.
Where's the better one?
Disasters don't just have a chain of unvinyl disasters.
Oh, wait, have we got the actual full video? Or is just this clip? Because that's like a 360p clip. Basically, we were doing the approach that we were about to do now, and we were using a weather piece of software called Active Sky, which through about 50 feet overhead the runway gave us a 50-knot wind shear in the opposite direction. And there's no way that you recover from that. At such low altitude anyway. And it was an Active Sky bug because Black Box had it on his live stream as well. And Mungo had it as well. Unfortunately for the person who's made this clip has completely missed the whole moment where it happens. But yeah, so Dubrovnik wasn't my favourite place. Hey-ho. Right. Neither is Samos. I've never returned to Samos after that one incident there. Never returned there. I feel like I should, shouldn't I? God, look at these views. Flying down the Adriatic coast is just one of my favourites in the sim. It really is. It's time for Samos. I feel like Samos would be a great last ever stream that I do. But then if I messed it up, I'd be absolutely gutted. So maybe not. Right, let's just do a super quick briefing. Just so that we've done it, and then we'll go and enjoy the views. So we're arriving Sipal 1 Bravo, sorry, 1 Lima. So we've got Delta Uniform 721 above 8,000, 718 max 250 knots, then Allego at or above 4,000 feet, which is our transition onto the approach. We're not doing all of this faffness. From there, we're doing the RMP Bravo with the prescribed track. So Allego, we continue down to Delta Uniform 507. Hey, Mets! Thank you! It's another sub and it's a year anniversary. Happy freaking anniversary, mate. IXEG? No, I don't think I've done it in the IXEG. Chewy Hype, I love you. Thank you so much for the 12 months. Good to see you, buddy. Happy 1 year. Thank you, bud. Thank you. So yeah, Allego above 4,000, then Delta Uniform 507 max 185 knots above 3,200. Same restriction here. Then we start to descend from 509 on the path. So Delta Uniform 510 is where we'll finish the descent, and then we'll, yeah, basically, we'll take it visually from there. So there's the Golf Romeo NDB, I think that is, which I need to put in. Because we basically take an inbound track from there and then turn in. Go around altitude is 4,500. Outbound towards Kilo Lima Papa. So much history, yeah. Sorry, I've not watched it fully. I just want to make sure we've got everything prepped. Can I put Golf Romeo in as a fix? That looks like the right one. I wonder if we can just put in a little bit of situational awareness around it. Is that it? Is it got it? Oh yeah, it has got it. So, if we want to have 338, do I need to put that in for the radial or do I need the reciprocal? No, I need the reciprocal. Bugger. What's the reciprocal of 338? 158? Is that right? Please tell me I got that right. Is that correct? Is 158 the reciprocal of 338? Please tell me I got that right. If so, I'm actually going to be really proud of myself because I suck at reciprocals. Hey, Paul, how you doing? It is 158. Yes. You know what my chewy maths is like, and when it comes to reciprocals, I suck. That makes me very happy that I remembered that. Good. Yeah, so Paul, hello, how you doing? We're heading into Dubrovnik today. We've just flown out of the brand new Aerosoft Dusseldorf scenery, which released earlier on today. It was a complete surprise. We had no idea they were even developing it. And yeah, it just kind of appeared. And they were very kind enough to send it across. We were honestly very impressed with the scenery. It was very good. So we've departed out of Dusseldorf and now we're heading down the Adriatic coast, flying overhead Croatia, down to Dubrovnik, which of course is very famous for where they filmed a lot of the Game of Thrones seasons. A lot of like King's Landing and stuff was Dubrovnik area. It's a really fun approach, so it's going to be a great arrival. And we should be landing in about half an hour or so. Chewy maths, yeah. You missed the old VATSIM codec, Jeff, you're weird. The day that left was the happiest day on the network. How we used to do VATSIM old codec manual voice pyreps on Cross the Pond. I mean, I still get PTSD from that. John Ram for the birdie. I remember because VATSIM had a separate server for testing the new codec. And I remember me getting permission to live stream on it for the first time. And like Johnny and people just calling me up randomly on Unicom at Heathrow. It's like, hi, Chewie! Any issues with the TCA pack? No, mate. Absolutely fine. It was a plug and play for me. Plug and play for me. I'd maybe check firmware. If that could be something. The AFV beta, yeah. That's in AFV, that was it. We're not far away from flying past Split, actually. Oh, Split is literally where we're reaching top of descent. I think it's over there, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. The sim is looking stunning. Love it. Cool. It actually sounds like a real world radio now instead of the... Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, obviously, it was Gary from SimFest who was one of the lead developers for AFV. Without him, it wouldn't even exist. Because VATSIM had been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it for years and nothing had got done. So Gary, you know, who owns the SimFest sim, and another member of the SimFest team called Mark, who you folks won't ever see on stream, but He's done a lot of work for the team. He's just a technical genius. Him and Gary just did the whole of... It was them who did audio for VATSIM. They were so sick of VATSIM saying, yes, we'll do it, we'll do it, yeah, we'll do it, yeah, we'll do new. But they were like, bugger it, we're doing it ourselves. And they were good friends with the Board of Governors, or some people on the Board of Governors, who said, yeah, we're doing it for you. And they were like, all right. Pick me a flight. Pyongyang to Pyongyang via the South Pole. There you go. Isn't VATSIM mostly volunteers? VATSIM is only volunteers. There is not a single paid position within VATSIM. VATSIM do accept donations, but they are for things like server costs and stuff, not for members getting paid. How are you, Kieran? Good to see you, mate. It's alright, you can use a Kenko emoji here, I don't mind. Green Dot's here as well, hello! How are you? VATSIM is essentially a non-profit. Well, no, because non-profit, you know, like people can still get paid as a salary, can't they? It just goes down as a cost. You can still have a non-profit business where people get paid if it's a business cost, I guess, right? Can't you? Look at these beautiful terrain views. Why has VATSIM got a board of directors? Because it's a network with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on it, mate. There's a lot goes on behind the scenes that you will never know, and that's what makes the network such a success. Green Dot, thank you very much. Cheers for the 6 months with the Prime. Guten Tag. Hello. Thank you for the 6 months. Half a year. Cheers, mate, for keeping the Prime going. Thank you for the half a year. Yeah, let's be like, why does it have a board of directors? If you knew half the stuff that went on behind the scenes, you know, with organisation for the network and everything like that, you'd realise why there's a board of directors. I've only seen, you know, like a little bit of it behind the scenes with supervising on the network and, you know, like knowing people who have been on the board of governors and stuff like that and things. But yeah, there's a heck of a lot that goes on. It's... Oh my God, who requested this? Tell me right now. Oh, it was Bass Jammer. Turn it up. My God, it has been too long since I heard this song. Holy shit, I just went back to 19 years old again. Sorry, chat. I've just had like... You know when you hear a song that you love and you've not heard it for years? Oh my God. Bass Jammer. Holy shit. Retro periphery in my ear holes. Use them nightly. First time I saw this band live doing this song. Oh my God. Hello Hamza, how you doing? What are my PC specs? I have a AMD 5950X for my CPU, and I have a 4090 GPU, NVIDIA 4090. Right, sorry chat. I've turned it down for you and turned it back up in my ears. No worries, Hamza. This is one of my favourite songs. Holy moly. Transition level will go 110. I'm neither angel nor I'm demon come. I'm sorry if this is too heavy for the live stream, but this is like me all over this music. I wonder, how many of you would put me as the type of guy to listen to this type of music? They're split down there. We haven't been there for ages. Oh my God, this song. I need to text Doug. Yeah, loads of people are like really surprised. A split stream. Yeah, very good. Demon spawn. Bass Jammer, this is like old school. This is like my very origins of getting into gent. Come on, Rory, good part up the hill. Come on. Yeah, still got a bit of work to do for the par. Right, top of the descent, chat. What's your next concert IRL? Oh, God. I don't know what I've got booked. Me and Becca have got Architects booked, but that's quite later on this year. I've also got her tickets to go and see Volbeat, who I personally don't really like. But she loves Volbeat, and she's never seen them live. So that's like a 30th birthday present for her. She knows about it. Don't worry. And yeah, so we've got Architects booked. I don't know if there's others, actually. I heard you were going to Coldplay. No? No? No, not got anything Coldplay booked. Oh my God, that song, I cannot tell you the memories that song brings back, chat. Those of you when, like, if you're like in your like late teens, early 20s, and you look back on something like 10 years later and it's just instant memories. Like, I remember listening to that car in a clapped out Renault Clio, driving down the M4 to go to a gig to play to about 5 people in a crappy little venue. Like, just core memories of my late teens, early 20s with that song. That's what I love about music so much, is that it can just instantly transport you back to like a time or a place or a memory or something. Anyway, right, sorry, I've stopped reminiscing now. That song completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. Oh dear. As soon as I heard it come through, I was like, Bass Jammer, you could not have given a better introduction back into the stream after being away for a few years, mate. That's incredible. I am having a moment. I'm having a full-on moment right now. I am having a full-on moment. Oh. Right, let's have a drink and calm down. Hey, ProSource! With 87 months. Thank you, mate. As we make our way down this beautiful scenery for our approach into Dubrovnik. Thank you so much. Cheers, bud. 87. Heck yeah. Oh, what's it out from the wing view? Let's have a look. Right, down we go then, chat. Are you ready for this approach? Brace yourselves, because it's going to be a spicy one. We're going to get one more weather update. And, yeah. Now, I do wonder about this descent profile. Maybe it's alright. Has it got the speed restriction at Delta Uniform 719? Oh no, because the max 250 knots is only for the Netco arrival. Predictions? Yeah, we'll do predictions in a second. Well remembered. Well, I guess it should be alright, because we do carry on further, don't we? I just want to make sure that for this, because we need to be at 185 knots, I kind of want to make sure that we are at 3,200 here, so I might put that in as a hard restriction. So Delta Uniform 508. Let's put that as a hard restriction for 3,200. Because I just want to make sure that we're good with the speed. Oh my god. We are having the throwbacks tonight. Good at MCR. There we go. That's going to stick us a touch high on the profile, but it should come back. Justin Rose, 4 under. Come on. Tyrrell Hatton as well. Come on, English boys at the Masters. The windshield. Yeah, JBS, we were speaking about it a moment ago, mate. Yeah. This airport is synonymous with this live stream. And good night. Sorry, chat. I'm sorting something on my phone, sorry. Right. This is a karaoke go-to. It's a strong choice. Strong choice. And good night. I don't know why I can't see Roberticus on my TCAS anywhere. I feel like having terrain on my display is probably a very good idea, isn't it? Maybe once the 744 is in the sim, we can finish the Iron Maiden tour. We did finish it. We did finish it. We never didn't finish it. What keys have I got for wing views? Well, I have them individually, but like I usually use my number pad. So like my cockpit views are normally number pad 1 to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my wing views are normally 6, 7, 8, and 9. So yeah, so like number 1 on my numpad is always my captain view. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we finished the Iron Maiden tour. So long and good night. I had to take a heading before I turn. Ah, okay. We should be alright with spacing. Thankful chase planes in MSFS? Yeah, I just wish it was in 2024. Right, should we do predictions just so I don't forget them? Let's do predictions now. So they'll finish a bit early before we land, but there we go. Right, we'll have this as the last song of the evening then, a bit of Maiden. There we go, soaring it. I've just got predictions live. Am I able to do that for all planes or individual? No, because each different aircraft has different... So you'll need to create the views yourself. Ah, you timed it perfectly, soaring. Hey, Juicy! 40 months! Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, mate! Very good timing. You join us just turning inbound for Dubrovnik. Good evening. Yeah, Ethio, have a look on like YouTube for tutorials on how to make like custom camera views in MSFS. It's the same process in MSFS 2024 as it is in 2020. Yeah, let's get an updated meta. And thank you for the follow, Tio. I appreciate that. Last time you came here, you absolutely greased it. You're expecting good thing. Wow, well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's check. Anything changed? So QNH is now 1018. Temperature's 11, and the winds are still the same. Cool. Right, and we've got around about 15 minutes to go, so I'll put the seatbelt signs on. And Dwight7F, thanks for the follow as well. God, I love this song so much. So the airport is just over there, if I'm not mistaken. I love these views. It's always so pretty flying here. Especially when the weather's nice and not trying to kill you. So, tell you what, let's take ourselves down to 4,000 then, and we'll go and set QNH, which is 1018. So 1018, we'll set that 3 times. Cool. Aces high always makes me love being in the cockpit. Oh yes. Yeah, there's the airport. You can see the runway. I think we timed this pretty well, actually. Oh, hello. That's a nice lag spike. What's the sun doing? Oh, yeah. Right. Let's turn the music off there. Sorry if your song request didn't get played for today. But we're making our way in now. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, there's the airport. Okay, it's crunch time now. Time to not mess anything up. I'm just going to have a look and see about vacating and parking quickly, because I've not even had a look at that yet. So I don't think we can vacate. Is that we can't vacate at Bravo, or we can't enter the runway at Bravo? I think we can vacate there. So that's probably where we'll aim for. I've not even put an auto brake setting in yet, so we need to do that. And then we'll go and park on one of the jetway stands, so 14, 12, 11 or 10. We should be fine with auto brake low. Right, okay, approaching 10,000 feet. Are we ready for this one then, folks? Asking for a bit of Geneva lever now, saying that we're high on the profile. First time I ever flew in real life was in a Eurowings A320 from Dusseldorf. Oh really? Oh, to Berlin. Lovely. Yeah, I've heard very good things about Eurowings. Okay, so 24 miles to run, so we will start thinking about slowing down relatively soon. There's Roberticus. So we've got loads of spacing with him. That's why Bravo is just coloured that way because... oh, Catty needs poems to use it. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Weather is absolutely perfect. Eurowings on the bucket list to try out? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I was going to see if I could fly with them if I was going to Cologne this August, but unfortunately it doesn't look like that will be happening. Chakal, thanks for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. Good timing indeed. Dubrovnik traffic, Eurowings 99052, 9.5 miles from Delta Uniform 507 for the RMP Bravo, runway 290. Right, we also want to start to think about slowing down shortly, so...
Go and grease it more.
Hello from Brazil! Hello. We did some Brazil flying on the last live stream. On Tuesday. Right, let's activate approach mode and start to think about slowing this thing down if we can. Oh, there we go, final app. So 4,500 is the go around. Eurowings Discover. I think that's who A330 driver flies for, but I don't know like 100%. Okay, flaps 1. These views are just stunning. So we need to be max 185 knots, so I'm just going to let the speed roll back as it is. I am worried that it's saying that we're on descent profile, but it's then going to suddenly think that we're high on it. But we'll just go as we are for now. That house you had posted in your Instagrams. House? What house? I don't know. What house? Flight sim house? Oh! No, that's not Holidays. Right, flaps 2. Oh, yes, I know which one now. Yeah, no, I don't know whose it was. That's why I posted the video. I wanted to find out. Lucas, very well, how are you? So we're going to go selected speed 180 knots, because we need to be max 185 knots there. Oh, is there soaring? This approach! Right, time to pause the alerts, I think. Because it is crunch time. Good, Lucas. Glad you're well, mate. Right, are we ready for this one? Are we ready?
Terrain ahead.
Oh,
pull up.
Okay, it's going to do that, is it?
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
We'll do a bit of that then. See, I wanted to be 3,200 there, so I think it's showing us as alright. PC specs, AMD 5950X and an RTX 4090. I swear that's like the only question I ever get asked on TikTok.
Now secure for landing.
What are my PC specs? Wish there was an easier way for people to see it. Right, look at this. Yes.
Dubrovnik traffic, Eurowings 52 Bravo November has greased it down and is now vacating left.
He's greased it down, there you go. Right, I think we're the only ones here, so I'm not going to say anything else on the Unicom, because there's no point if nobody else is around. Don't know, I've never had a 5070, so I don't know, mate. Okay, I'm going to slow down and configure early, just because of the turn and everything like that. So let's go speed 160. And then I'll go gear down, flaps 3. Just because we're going to be taking control of the aircraft relatively early, so I just want to configure now. Okay, so approach mode is armed. Camera's on. Here we go. No, we're not flying back today, Lucas. Hamza, thanks for the follow. And R0485M, thanks for the follow. Cheers. Thank you. Okay, flaps full. Oh, what an approach. What an approach. Okay, disconnecting. Flight director's off, bird on. So we're going to continue on this heading for a bit, and then we need to make a slight right-hand turn. Okay, we'll make the right turn now. Continue.
1,000.
So now we're going inbound to Golf Romeo, which is straight ahead of us on a radial of 338. I'm not too sure. I'm just a slight bit low. 3 red, 1 right. So we'll just shallow off the descent a touch. Now we're going to get pushed across, so we'll make the turn just a touch early. Still a touch low on the profile, that's fine. Okay, let's make the turn in. Don't need to go too crazy with the bank angle. Still a touch low. We're going to get pushed across from the right. What an approach. There we go. Start to roll it out now. 2 white, 2 red. Nice and stable. Now not to just mess up the easy part. Concentration face is on.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse as a green. Okay. 70 knots, manual brakes. 60 knots, forward idle. Oh, yes! Right, let's make it off here at Charlie.
That was beautiful.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, does anybody want some strawberry jam with their butter? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Dubrovnik. I'll take that any day of the week. What an approach! What an approach! Okay, let's clean up quickly because it's not far to get on to stand at all. So what stand is free next to Roberticus? Stand 11 is perfect. Oh, don't tell me GSX is... Oh, there we go. Just took a moment to catch up. Oh, I missed it. Wait, what? Where's the stands? Huh? What? Oh, gate. That'll be why. Okay, right. Nice and slow, just so that the APU's got a chance to get going. And there's GSX in place. Right, Gary's there. We'll go and take out the taxi lights so we don't blind him. Most importantly, a stable approach and on the centre line. Absolutely. Not quite the Aerosucra landing. That's fine. We're going to be doing some Aerosucra ops soon, so there's all the chance of that. There is all the chance of that. I don't think VDGS is working. So I might have to cheat the parking a little bit. Or a lot. They're like, stop! Please stop! Okay, right. Parking brake is set. APU's available. APU bleed is on. I never trust the GSX Marshal, as I probably should do. Okay, right. Engine shutdown. Oh, look at the block time. 2 hours on the dot. 2 hours on the dot. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Dubrovnik. That was so much fun. I'm so glad we've done that route today. I should have done a replay, really, shouldn't I? Okay, request deboarding. There's the external power, so we'll stick that in. And there we have it. I'll get rid of the GPWS terrain override now as well. Yeah, there you go. So this is build scenery. If you folks have been living under a rock and haven't seen this, it is both compatible with 2020 and 2024, which is what we're in obviously right now. So it does work nicely in 2024, and you can get some absolutely beautiful views like we just had. Am I on a 4K monitor? Yes, mate, I am, yeah. Why is the deboarding not done automatically? It is. You just got to turn the beacon light off and it'll do it. Yep. Laurie's here on the TikTok. Sorry if I did miss any hellos or messages whilst we were landing there. Romeo Oscar, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As well as Mitchell. And Echo Base with a 200-bit cheer. Hey, thank you. Did you enjoy that one, mate? Oh, well, it was a greaser. It was. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, guys. Return leg, no, I'm afraid not tonight, guys and girls. I'm afraid not tonight. Right. Shall we go and have a look and see what the final landing rate was then? Shall we go and have a look and see? There it is. So there is our flight. Nice, beautiful, sunny departure out of the brand new Aerosoft Dusseldorf scenery, which, yeah, as I say, I'm really impressed with. Definitely one to pick up, folks. If you're looking for a good Dusseldorf scenery, yeah, very happy with it. Nice views out as we went to the east and then all the way down south. Saw right over the top of Frankfurt on our way. And then we saw a little bit of the Alps. We did watch the Sam Tree video, but we did see a bit of the Alps as we went into Slovenia. And then through down the Adriatic coast, seeing Split just as we started our descent. And there is our approach. I think that's the first time I've done the RMP Bravo. Normally I do the other RMP, the RMPAR, where you do the circling and have a longer run on final. I feel like that was the first time I've done the RMP Bravo, at least for a while anyway. But yeah, looked like it went nicely. Looks like it went okay. Nicely on the centre line by the looks of it and in the touchdown zone. And the landing rate was... a 119 with a 0.98 G-force. Yes, please. So 1 hour 46 minutes from wheel up to wheel down. Block time exactly 2 hours. 757 nautical miles flown. And 130 passengers flown safely with an absolute greaser to boot. Yeah, very happy with that. It's since I've been saying that I didn't like landing the Phoenix that suddenly I'm greasing all my landings in it. I used to make comments about how I used to really struggle landing the Phoenix, and I used to really, really struggle with the way that this thing landed. And since then, I've basically greased every single one. So let's do the predictions then. Manage predictions. Oh, well, lots of you had faith in me. The prediction, 54,000 points from 4 users said that it was going to be over 250 feet per minute. That was only 23% of the vote. 77% with 180,000 points and 10 of you said that it would be under 250 FPM, and you were correct. So there you go. So I don't think those of you who did have faith in me landing it softly will get many points back, but you were indeed correct. So there we go. Disappointingly un-Colombian. Well, when we do some Aerosoft 727 flying to that Me Too airport, it will definitely be Aerosoft flying for sure. Unless Becca does, then I vote the other way. Yeah, I don't think Becca's ever won a prediction, which is hilarious. Dark Desire, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. That's kind of you, mate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right here. Yeah, dub is a dove. That's it. That is it. Well then, my friends, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that one. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm really sorry that is it for today. I only planned one flight, and just under a 2-hour flight, because I had a blood test earlier on. And I didn't know what time I'd be home. Normally, doctor surgeries run very late here in the UK and a very behind time, but they were early for me. So I actually got home much earlier than I expected earlier on today. So that's why we're finishing a little bit earlier. I was expecting to start late, then finish late. But yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me today. But as I say, I hope you all enjoyed it. For those of you who haven't already, I feel like I've not plugged my Discord server for a while. But if you folks are on Discord, come and join the Discord server, because it's where I post wherever I go live. Hey, SRBS! Thank you, 87 months. It's good to be back, mate. It's good to have you back. Thank you, bud. SRBS dropping 87 months to celebrate a lovely approach into Dubrovnik. Thank you very much, mate. That means the world. Back with the Twitch Prime once again. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, as I say, so if you're not already part of the Discord server, come and join in. This is where I announce everything. So my stream schedule, any updates from me, any, like announce what we're doing on the day. You'll get live notifications on here and all of that stuff as well. We've got chat channels as well. So yeah, if you're not part of the Discord server, come and join. Righty-ho! I'm going to finish out there then, my friends. I'm going to go and watch the golf. It's the Masters. So I'm going to watch the golf for a bit, maybe chill out on a game or something for a bit, and yeah, I don't know. Right, I love you all. I will see you all soon. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Thank you all so much for tuning in and joining me for the flight today. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Gelder, thanks for the follow. That's kind of you, Steve. Welcome. Right, I will see you all soon. Have a great one, folks. Good night. Happy landings.